Welcome to the Bullpen. In the Bullpen today, we have actually one of my interns, a remarkable producer, person, leader, and yes, even activist. We have Jessica Arteaga, who is going to share some information about college and how transfer credits are actually an engagement in a discriminatory practice. And as a college professor, I wholeheartedly agree with the sentiment she is about to express. Jess, good day, welcome to Indisputable.
Thank you, Dr. Richey, for having me. This only solidifies that everything that I've been looking forward to is coming to light. And again, my name is Jessica Arteaga. I'm an intern for Indisputable. I graduated from Whittier College with a bachelor's in political science and minored in history and philosophy. I graduated with a 3.96 GPA and pretty much just was handed a piece of paper and said I couldn't get Latin honors was my big deal, and this opened my eyes to different things that transfer students face, like myself. And so as an activist, a little bit of background about me. My mother's side, I'm Chiricahua Apache. I'm part of the Chiricahua Apache Nation, so Dagote to all my scattered Apaches out there. So yeah, that's what we're considered, scattered Apaches. Our families ran to the mountains to be free. And so here I am. I'm that voice. I'm the person, that's gonna rattle things up a little. So I did make some notes to make sure not to forget anything that I need to talk about. But yes, colleges do discriminate against transfer students. I've been through so much with college that it has left me feeling overwhelmed that these school systems are continuing to be like this, and it's time for that change. And so I'm here today to raise all the other people that were just like me, who went into the registrar's office and said, hey, can I sign up to get my regalia for honors? And they say, oh no, you don't have enough units with us. And it's like, well, why did you even accept me in the first place? You're not gonna go ahead and adopt a child, let's say, and have them sit at a different table. I protested my graduation because of the egregious policy, and to let them know that they hurt me. And it's just, I think that all this needs attention. It needs to be broken down. It's horrible what's happening. It's all policies put in place, and I owe a great deal of thanks to Isabel Wilkerson. She is the author of Caste, the discontents of the origins of our discontents. And so I learned about her in my history class, and with that, I learned about the structures put in place to keep people like transfers at a lower level, not receiving scholarship or success. There's so many loops and hoops that us transfer students have to go through, and there's not enough guidance. Whittier welcomed me, and they said, hey, we'll take all your classes. And people are aware that some UCs won't take certain classes, but we'll take all of them. We'll take your money too, but we will not let you have these honors. And I think it's time that Whittier, which is an amazing school, has amazing students and professors, tear down these walls that are suppressing students like myself. And there's so much more background to it. 80% that go into community colleges say they want to get a bachelor's. 30% end up going to a 4-year college, and only half of those actually attain their bachelor's degree. So the numbers are there, and it's time for Whittier College to go ahead and be that change. They took away their football team recently, and everybody was in an uproar. And yeah, I believe that they have this opportunity to be that great school.
This is a dynamic, obviously not only contextualized in the microcosm of one institution, but you have many institutions who have adopted these particular policies that are adverse to transfer students. So let me highlight the ways. One, typically, a school will say, okay, we can accept these credits, but we will not accept these other credits. Or two, they will accept all of the credits except for a certain number because they want you to pay money for that institution. So they say, okay, normally we would have accepted these credits, but we're not going to get enough money from you to attend this institution. So by policy, we will only accept this many. And then part of what you're highlighting, they will accept credits. You have an extremely high GPA. I mean, you graduated 3.96. I think you only made 2 A- in your life. So they accept your credits. You go do the work they tell you to do. You perform, engage, you get the grades, you compete. You compete at a superior level. Then they say, okay, but you don't get honors at this school. You're a transfer student. You don't have enough units here. The problem with all of that is that it's a caste system. It tries to limit or even sometimes eliminate who can take advantage of these, let's say, benefits of high academic achievement from particular institutions. Well, that's a problem for me. You are the engine, students are the engine of any institution. Transfer students, many times will transfer students because they decided to go a route that was more economically feasible. So what does that do? That sets up a scenario to where now you are discriminating against mostly poor students or those who have been economically challenged and do not have the, let's say, economic prowess of others. So now this is a caste system. You have a financial dynamic connected, and you have really, honestly, a business issue of why students do not have more say so over how these things operate in a company. Yes, colleges are companies, in a company that they fund. What happens next? This is an advocacy, obviously, you're bringing awareness to it, but what do you think should happen next in 2023?
I think Whittier should go. I think they need to really look at their policies. Look at the administration. Like I said, there's the registrar office that these students have to go to all the time, and they see these problems. But it's the higher ups, the hierarchy, that is in charge when it's really the let's say. Like if it was a doctor-nurse comparison, the nurses are constantly with these patients. So you got to have these administrators that are closely, connected to these students and say, hey, these kids keep coming at me saying they want their, where's my honors, and they're not getting it. They need to look at the policies, because obviously they put these policies in place so that it could be at a snail pace. I think Whittier College has the chance to make this move and remove honors. I think that there's so many people out there that are so talented, but maybe not academically, but in other ways, and it just does not give a fair chance to other people, especially knowing the caste system, right? I mean, we need to break the system down to its bare bones, like Isabel says. Yeah. And I encourage everybody to read that, and you'll understand why these policies are put in place to suppress students like myself. Go ahead. I just quickly, we have 1 minute left, and I want to get this question on record. Are there professors, administrators at your former institution who support you? Yes, definitely. Professor Gelberg, I got Professor Hanlon, they all listen to me, and they, I believe that change is coming, but I think that, once they do make that change, I'm pretty sure you'll give an update on that and say, hey, look at this school. This school is making a difference, and it's going to transcend. It's going to transcend all over the world, and realize that these institutions are, you're exposed now.
Yeah. To the board of trustees, your alumni speaks. You should listen, because they are the ones who will ultimately fund the institution by way of contributions back to you. The worst thing you want to do is disenfranchise those who graduate from the college that you oversee. My dear sister, thank you so much. Tell people how they can follow you, check out your work.
You can find me at The Left Hand Gal on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I love you guys. I love the team. Alex, Jordan, everybody, Dr. Richey, all the team behind the scenes. You guys are awesome, and the audience is awesome. I always read your guys' comments, so please follow me at the Left Hand Gal. Thanks, guys.
We love you back. All right. So glad you did this.